Dad and I were supposed to have a fun day on this lake together, but then he got all big and mad. I put marks on the map where more cat shines might be hiding. Let's find them all and change Dad back. Listen up, Mario. You're helping me a lot, so I'll make it easy on you. If you want to visit a different island, just point to it on the map and press A, and I'll warp us straight there. And welcome back to more Bowser's Fury. Last time, we defeated Bowser, so this time, we're back at Lake Lapcat to find the remaining cat shines. So, because of certain cat shines needing Bowser to collect, Bowser's back to being very angry again, even though we stopped him last time, which is good because, yeah, we still have things like Fury blocks to deal with. I still have this Bowser amiibo, so let's scan it. So, in addition to the Fury blocks, there's now a floating golden island with various cat shines that will appear when Bowser's active. Sadly, it's at a place where we can't fast travel to, so let's just pick this up. And yeah, it's also worth mentioning we have fast travel now. By the way, Toadette is here. By the way, this is actually the starting area for our adventure. But this time we can actually explore it, because last time, once we collected that first cat shine, the area was immediately blocked off. There are cat shine shards, and the main cat shine for this area is really cute. So let's actually head over to this ship from a long time ago in our adventure, and make our way to this little question mark spot on this area. And we get a cute little picture of Mario and Bowser Jr. together. Despite Bowser Jr. talking about never teaming up with Mario unless he had to, it is kind of odd to me that this is the second game where they've teamed up in under a year accounting spin-offs with Paper Mario the Origami King. And I actually really like that team-up. The dynamic between Bowser and Mario teaming up only when Bowser Jr. teaming up with Mario when Bowser's in trouble, I actually think it's really cool. They have an interesting dynamic. So that's the third cat shine for this area. I think one is near the front of the ship, and one is underneath. So we'll have to find Plessy to find one, and we'll be able to check out a little bit of a post-game reward once we find Plessy. So here's one, and Plessy is now in their cat form that we saw from the ending. So that's cool. I really like Cat Plessy, and Plessy in general is kind of a cool character. Alright, so we've collected more around this initial area, but we're not quite done yet there, but let's explore somewhere else. Over here, we have our first member of the Toad Brigade, Captain Toad. And by rescuing all of them, we'll get cat shines. So let's keep an eye out for them. I think we've done everything here, actually. So next up, I want to head over to, this area. Pounce Bounce Isle. So all that's left here are Fury blocks. And this is kind of the problem with Bowser's Fury. If you don't have an amiibo, it gets to the point where you have to wait around a lot. But luckily, if you do have an amiibo, this really doesn't take very long. There's the Golden Island, so what I'm going to do is have Bowser break these, and then I'm going to duck over to the island and try to pick up that cat shine instead. Since the blocks have been broken and will stay broken, so we can head over here. So yeah, there's this Golden Island, so let's hop over here and pick up one of the 5 cat shines. So, the lucky shines can be a little bit annoying. On one hand, it's not too bad because you have to find them on different floating islands, or different floating island locations to begin with, but it is also a pain having to summon Bowser every time, or wait for Bowser to appear even. Also, one thing worth mentioning is, even though we've gotten enough shines to see the ending, there are entire islands we haven't visited yet, which I think says a lot about the overall scope of Bowser's Fury, where there's quite a lot to do here. Even as a fairly brief adventure, it's still pretty involved. And there's a lot of alternate pathways you can take to getting to the goal of 50, and I really like how it's set low, so it actually incentivizes being able to experiment. So we're over at Slip Skate Slope once more, and I want to actually collect one of these propeller blocks. I don't know if we've actually seen this yet. Actually, don't want the shoe though. I want to drop down here. Towards the underside of the bridge, because there's another member of the Toad Brigade. So that's 2 out of 4. So let's head over to Plessy again, and let's make our way back up to the slope, because there's still a cat shine to collect there. So I actually really like this key challenge. Oddly enough, going here is actually possibly slower than actually going to the cat bell and backtracking, because spoilers, the key is really far away. I should have actually grabbed a skate in hindsight because of how long this will take to actually walk down. But yeah, I really like this particular cat shine. Because of how you actually collect it. It's honestly kind of a neat showcase of Mario's abilities in this game, and how all the different power-ups work together. So down here, we have the key, so let's pick it up and start carrying it back. Problem is, some of the walls are really high up and we can't climb, so instead, we basically have to pick up the key and take it all the way around the side of the slope, until we find these little ledges we can hop up. I let go of the run button for more precision, but sadly I can't start running again because I'd have to press Y over again, so I'm actually going to drop it and then pick it back up so I can actually run with it. We're almost there. But of course, we still have one more high wall to get across, but luckily there are these little, oh, that's bad. There we go. Never mind, that didn't work. I was trying to use Junior to actually, bounce me back up, but it didn't exactly work. So yeah, that was a valiant attempt to salvage that, but oh well. I wonder if the key respawns. I hope it doesn't, because that would be kind of sad, actually, to get that close and then fall. Alright, third time's the charm. Let's see how this goes. Also, you can't use the propeller boxes because you need to be able to carry things with your hands. Good, it stayed. This game is very considerate about that, to be honest. About, you know, letting you carry on with your progress, you know, like Fury blocks. Like, you can break them with Bowser, then come back later, and that's really nice. That wasn't exactly the most elegant run of that level ever, but, we made it. So let's actually warp somewhere. We have a lot of places we can go, but we actually still have one over here. So we have another Fury Shadow. Like before, we could fight it, or we could let Bowser Jr. do all the work, alternatively. Bowser Jr. is kind of falling behind, so I think we actually will have to fight it. No, he's catching up. Good job, and one more hit should do it. I do like how this game gives you the choice of whether you want Bowser Jr. to help, because it might be a little bit annoying to have Bowser Jr. do so much of the work, but I actually really like it personally. Barely did not make that, so let's use the bounce pad and hop into this cloud. So we have another one of these areas. We have to basically defeat all of the enemies. Again, it's not exactly easy to backtrack, so if you miss anything, let Bowser Jr. help. Either manually with the pointer, or automatically if he is cooperative. Right there I missed one, so I have to kind of hang around for a little bit. But like these ones here, it might be easier to just let Bowser Jr. take care of them. Overall, that went pretty well. So next up, we actually have a type of post-game cat shine with this little medal. So by collecting the medal, another medal will appear later on, or farther ahead. And even though they're Plessy themed, you're often required to hop off of Plessy and collect them on foot and then jump back onto Plessy. These are honestly really cool. I like these as little time challenges. These are timed, by the way. The medals will disappear if you take too long. So use dives to catch up, and after collecting enough, a cat shine should appear. One nice thing about so many miscellaneous cat shines appearing is you actually save a lot of time on cutscenes without having to wait for the cat shine to power the lighthouse. It actually saves a lot of time. Like, we've already gotten 11. So yeah, we're actually making really good progress. So we're back over here at Clawswipe Coliseum. Except, the Coliseum raised up last time, so it's not exactly as easy to get into the Coliseum as it was. We actually need to hop over here and kind of go around. I do like how much the levels change. It's a very organic way of handling a concept we've seen in games like Super Mario Sunshine, where basically the levels change as you explore them. Except in this case, it kind of happens almost in real time, where if you like leave for a bit and come back later, it'll have changed, without you having to like exit to a hub. But we're back inside the Coliseum. So we have a fight with Cat Pom Pom, who has fought the same way as she was in 3D Land and 3D World, where basically she has these little copies, and the real one is holding the pink shuriken. So not too bad. I used to actually try to do 16-star runs of Super Mario 64, and I feel like it's still kind of a habit of trying to actually position Mario so you are in the path of the collectible appearing. It's just one of those habits that I still have kind of retained. Okay, Bowser's almost back up, so let's collect this medal. And we're not going to worry about Bowser quite yet. There are still plenty of shines to collect with Bowser, but we have plenty of time to go after those later. For now... Oh good, Plessy appeared very quickly. We are on the time limit, so thankfully that was very convenient. This is not as easy with Bowser attacking, actually. So yeah, over here we have, looks like another toad, so let's use these little flingers and carefully fling ourselves over. Again, not exactly the most responsive thing in the world, I find. A lot of times it will just fail like that. But we made it. If you had to be stranded on an island surrounded by cats, I guess that wouldn't be the worst place to be stranded. But let's warp again. Oh, the Colosseum's rising up. That's cool. So we'll have to go back there some other time. But for now, what else can we do? There's something here. And they actually don't... Oh, it's fairy blocks. But there's also something there, and I'm not actually sure what that is. Oh, it's another Plessy medal. So this one is appearing over there. That was not a good Plessy dive. I'm not really great at it. I have been kind of practicing. In this playthrough, there's actually been really good practice of that. It's actually used a lot in speedruns, obviously, because you want to go as fast as possible. There are a lot of really cool speedrun tricks in this game. It's fairly well optimized already at under half an hour for any percent without Bowser Amiibo usage. And there we go. Alright. Can we warp in the water? Looks like we can. So let's head over here. And next time, we'll re-enter the Claw Swipe Coliseum. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Bowser's Fury.